Good morning, Year 4s, and welcome to our maths lesson for today. So today we're going to be applying arithmetic skills to word problems. So we're going to be looking at all the skills we did in yesterday's lesson and applying that to word problems. So we've got to use our addition, subtraction, and multiplication and division knowledge. We're going to work out accurately using written methods, and we're going to check our work. Okay, so to begin with, we'll do a quick times table starter. Okay, and then, so obviously pause the video and have a go at those. And then these are your answers. Okay, so I'm going to go through two word problems with you. So the first word problem is Tim has 565 marbles. He puts 5 marbles equally into each gift bag. How many gift bags will there be? So we've looked at this before in the term, our success criteria for word problems. So we've got to underline the key information. Draw a model if you need to. So draw a bar model or part whole model if you need to. Decide on the calculation. So is it going to be multiplication or division or addition or subtraction? And then also think about, does it need more than one calculation? Because some word problems might need an addition and a subtraction to get the answer, or a multiplication and a subtraction. So sometimes there will be more than one. And then for the final step, you need to write an answer sentence. Okay, so if we look at this one, I've underlined the key parts. So I've got 565 marbles. So that's my whole number. So already we know that with whole numbers, we've got the whole number. It's either going to be division or subtraction most of the time. Okay, so then it says he puts 5 marbles equally, and that's a big clue, in each gift bag. How many gift bags will there be? Okay, so I have underlined my information. So now if I had to draw a model, and I had to draw a bar model, I can see that my total amount of marbles is 565. And Tim is going to put 5 marbles into gift bags. So I need to work out how many gift bags there are. So that is going to be a division sum. So I'm going to have 565 divided by 5. Okay, and to do that, we obviously have our bus stop method. So we practiced this yesterday. So if I have 5 into 500, or 5 into 5 to make it easier, it goes once. And then 5 into 60 or 6, it goes 1 time with 1 left over, or 10 and 1 left over, and then, or 10 left over, and then 5 into 15 goes 3 times, so it goes in equally. Okay, so my answer sentence is going to be, there are 113 gift bags. Okay, so if we look at another one, so this one says, Kieran needs to run 2,500 meters. In the first 10 minutes, he runs 639 meters. And in the second 10 minutes, he runs 794 meters. How much further does he still need to run? Okay, so I'd like you to pause the video and really think about using those steps and what calculation this question is going to need. Okay, excellent. Let's do this one together now. So I'd first probably highlight that Kieran needs to run 2,500 meters. But he's already run 639 meters, and he's also run 794 meters. And the actual question is, how much further does he need to run? So that's what we actually need to work out. Okay, so we can draw a bar model for this, even though we've got 3 numbers. So I know that I've got the whole number. I've got the total distance that he needs to run. That is 2,500 meters. So if I just do a big line across there, and that is representing 2,500 meters. Okay, then I know that he's already run 639. So I know that half of 2,500 is 1,020, 1,250. So that'll be about halfway. So 639 is probably about here if I had to estimate. So 639 meters is what he ran in the first 10 minutes. Then in the second 10 minutes, he runs 794 meters. Okay, so then I could add that in here. So this is what he has already run. Okay, so this distance here is what he still needs to run, which is what the question is asking us. How much further does he still need to go to get 2,500 meters? So now we've got to think about how we are going to work this out. Okay, so what I'm first going to do is I'm actually going to add these two together, because it just gives me one number of how much he's run already. So if I add those two together, so we do a simple column addition. So we've got 639 plus 794. So we add 9 and 4, which is 13. 30 plus 90 plus 10, which was 130. We have to regroup it. And then 600 plus 700 plus 100 was 1,400. Okay, so I know that in total, in the first and second 10 minutes, he has run 1,433 meters. Okay, that just makes it a little bit easier now for me to see. So when I've got a whole number and when I've got a part, I know that I need to subtract to find the other part, which is how much further he needs to run. So I've underlined my key information. I've drawn a model. I've now decided on my calculation. I had one, which was addition. So this was one where you need two steps, two calculations. So my second calculation now is going to be subtraction. So I need to subtract 1,433 from 2,500 meters. Okay, so if I line my numbers up in columns, you can see that I had 2 zeros here, so I had to do lots of regrouping to get my answer. But my total answer was 1,067. So he had to run 1,067 meters. And if I did want to check that, I could add 1,067 plus 794 plus 639 meters together, and I will get 2,500 meters. Okay, so my last step is I need to do an answer sentence. So Kieran still needs to run 1,067 meters. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to go onto Microsoft Teams and you are going to complete an assignment. So you'll be able to write your answer sentences in the Word document. I'm not expecting you to show your addition and subtraction working out. It's quite tricky to type that in. Obviously, if you can, that's great. But if you can't, that's fine. I would just at least like to see the answer sentence written in. But of course, at home, you need to be using a pencil and paper to do these workings out and draw in the models. It's really important that you have a good go and really try your best to try and figure out what you need to do to get the answer. Okay, so have fun, and I look forward to marking your work.